Hello, children. Let us study reading comprehension for UPSC GAT English examination. Now, first of all, let's understand what does comprehension mean. Comprehension means understanding. You have to comprehend something. That is, you have to understand something. And there will be 3 or 4 passages in the UPSC GAT examination, and you have to answer the questions which are given on the comprehension passages. There will be 3 to 4 passages, and you have to try to answer the questions on the passages. This question is sometimes very difficult for many students. Unless you practice comprehension passages, you will not score well in this particular section. So remember, you have to practice well in order to score well in comprehension passage questions. The reading comprehension part of the English paper consists of a passage with some questions based on the passage, which candidates should read and answer the questions. So first of all, you have to read the passage and then you have to answer the questions. Many candidates feel it is time consuming to read the entire passage and difficult to answer the questions. So you have to come with a strategy. Unless you have the strategy, you will waste a lot of time because the passages will be very long. So there are some ways by which you will not waste your time and you'll be able to write correct answers for these comprehension passages. An important question asked in the English paper is the reading comprehension. In this, you would be given a passage out of which questions would be asked. Many students find this difficult and complain of not being able to understand the passage well. If you are one of those UPSC aspirants who struggle in this aspect, here are a few handy tips you can follow to score maximum in this question. First of all, understand the reading comprehension passage. Focus on the keywords. First of all, find out the keywords, focus on those keywords, then you'll be able to attempt the questions very easily. Many candidates say that they find it difficult to understand the given reading comprehension, but it is advised that you need not understand each and every word of the comprehension, and all of you have to do is find the summary of the reading comprehension. One should eliminate the words, sentences from the reading comprehension and focus on the keywords. How to find the keywords, that also will focus on. So first of all, let's go to the passage. Now let's go to the question and later we'll find out the keywords in this particular passage. Read carefully the passage given below and write your answers to the questions that follow in clear, correct and concise language. So we'll take up one particular example in order to find out the keywords. A desert is a barren area of land where little precipitation occurs and consequently living conditions are threatening for plant and animal life. The lack of vegetation exposes the vulnerable surface of the ground to the processes of denudation. About 1/3 of the land surface of the world is arid or semi-arid. Deserts are usually hot and barren places, yet they are also beautiful. A few plants, rocks, and dusty red-brown soil make up the ingredients of most North American deserts, where there is insufficient food and water for certain animals to survive. Deserts cover more than 1/5 of the Earth's land, and they are found on every continent. A place that receives less than 10 inches of rain per year is normally considered a desert. They are part of a wider classification of regions called dryland. These areas exist under a moisture deficit, which means they repeatedly lose more moisture through evaporation than they receive from annual precipitation. Deserts are biological rich habitats with a vast array of animals and plants that have adapted to harsh conditions there. Some deserts are among the planet's last remaining areas of total wilderness. Yet more than 1 billion people, one-sixth of the Earth's population, actually live in the desert regions. Despite the common notion of deserts as a dry and hot, there are cold deserts as well. One famous dry and hot place in the world with visible rock or plant and barely any water is the Sahara Desert. It is the largest hot desert in the world that reaches temperature of up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit during the day. Some deserts are very cold, like the Gobi Desert in Asia and the desert on the continent of Antarctica. Only about 10% of deserts are covered by sand dunes. The driest deserts get less than half an inch of precipitation each year, and that is from condensed fog. Desert animals have adapted ways to help them keep cool and use less water. Camels, for example, can go for days without food and water. The lump stores fat, which can be used as both food and water source for the animal when the going gets tough. Camels also have thick hair in their ears for keeping out sand. They also sport closable nostrils, an eye membrane, and white feet that act like snow shoes in the land. Desert plants may have to go without fresh water for years at a time. Some plants have adapted to the arid climate by growing long roots that tap water from deep underground. Other plants, such as cacti, have special means of storing and conserving water. Many desert plants can live to be hundreds of years old. Some of the world's semi-arid regions are turning into deserts at an alarming rate. This process, known as desertification, desertification is not caused by drought but usually arises from the demands of human population that settles on the semi-arid lands to grow crops and graze animals. The pounding of the soil by the hooves of livestock may degrade the soil and encourage erosion by wind and water. Global warming also threatens to change the ecology of deserts. Higher temperature may produce an increasing number of wildfires that alter landscapes of deserts by eliminating slow growing trees and shrubs and replacing them with fast growing grasses. Now let us see the questions on these passages, and then after that we'll look for the keywords in these passages. Explain what you understand by barren and dry land. What do you understand by rich habitats? How have desert animals and plants in arid climate adapted themselves to the use of less water? Describe the process of desertification. What are the camel's two most visible features that make it perfect for deserts? If you don't want to waste your time, then first you read the first question or second question. Read two questions and then go back to the passage. Then definitely you will not waste your time. There will be questioning attitude in you. Or you have to read the first line of the passage and then come to the questions. Once the questioning attitude is in you, your comprehension will be better, your grasping power will be better. Keep this thing in the mind. Definitely you'll be able to do well in this particular section. Here we have to find out the keywords. If you find out the keywords, it will become easier for you to find out the answers for the questions. You read the first question and probably you understood what are the keywords there. So here you will find barren area, that's a keyword. Dry land, that's a keyword. If you want, you can encircle that or you can just underline that. And once you find out those keywords, you will be able to find out answer for the questions. So in the case of A, you have found out the answer by looking for the keywords. So it is not necessary that you should know all the words that are there in the comprehension passage. You will come across a number of words which you don't know. You don't have to worry over that. You have to look for the keywords because what is expected is you have to write the correct answers for the questions that are given there. You will find that there are so many words which are not important for us as far as questions are concerned. So when they are not important for us to write the answers, it doesn't matter if you don't know the meanings of those words. You'll find there are so many words of which you don't know the meanings. You need not bother about that. There may be many words here in this particular passage. And then maybe vulnerable. If you don't know, you need not worry about that. You will not find that that is the keyword. But remember, keywords very important. And if your vocabulary is good, definitely you will be able to do well in this particular section. Similar way, for the answer of B, you will find the keyword rich habitats. So remaining all those which are there in the passage, they are not important for us. So what is important that you have to look into whenever you are studying comprehension passage. It is a very important that you should be able to focus only on keywords. You should focus only on those questions which you have to find the answers. So if you focus only on those questions, definitely you will not waste your time and you will be able to do well in this particular section. See, in the case of these comprehension passages, some questions will be very easy. Like you have found out in the case of first and second. But it is not the case with C, D, E. There you have to think over it, how they are adapted. So probably the entire passage will be very, very important for us. So if you encircle all that, you will find the answers for that. Like in the case of deserts, plants may have to go without fresh water for years at a time. Some plants have adapted. As far as sea is concerned, that is very how they have adapted. That is what you have to find out that. So answer C you will find here in this particular one, and answer D you will find in the next one. Some of the world's semi-arid regions are turning into deserts. So desertification, keyword is desertification. So here how the process of desertification answer is given there, but you have to encircle that, and this way if you do that, definitely you will be able to score well. And remember, all the questions will not be simple and easy. It is not that straightforward you will find the answer. But for some questions, you will be able to find the answers very easily. Then in that case, you need not spend a lot of time in that. Find out those questions where you have to think a lot, where personal response answers will be there. There you have to spend a little bit more time. And here, if you look for the keywords like adapted, the moment you see the word adapted, the moment you see the word desertification, you'll be sure that the answer of that particular question is in this particular passage. Focus on that particular passage, then definitely you'll be able to save a lot of time. And remember, in the competitive examination, time factor is a very, very important factor. Like here, global warming also threatens to change the ecology of deserts. All those, whatever that are there, they are not very important. So you have to eliminate that. So you should keep it in mind what information is very important for us and what information we should eliminate. Focus only on those questions of which you have to find out the answers. And this you can do it finding out the keywords in the passage. some of the tips which are very important for doing well in reading comprehension section. Improve your vocabulary by reading as much as possible. See, you will be able to understand that passage if your word power is good, if you have got good vocabulary. So therefore, you have to read a lot, find out the meanings of new words. Then once your vocabulary is good, your understanding will be good, your comprehension will be better. This is a sure short way to score better because you will understand the passage better. And there will be number of new words. So therefore, what you have to do is you have to read a lot and find out the meanings of new words, and every day try to learn at least 5 words. There is no substitute for practice. You have to keep on practicing and the reading comprehension passages. More you practice, better you become. You will gain a lot of confidence. Practice reading comprehension from previous year question papers of UPSC to gain confidence and speed. See, remember here, what is very important is the speed. Many times the boys say, sir, we spent a lot of time in reading the passage. We couldn't find the right answers. See, once you find the keywords, then it becomes easier for you to find the answers. So your speed will be better. But for that, you have to do a lot of practice. And if you are able to do a lot of practice, then definitely you will gain a lot of confidence and you will be able to write correct answers. Your focus. When you read the passage, avoid getting distracted. See, suddenly you may come across a difficult word. Then you may get distracted. You may try to find the meaning of that. You may try to guess the meaning of that in the context. You need not bother about all that. Think about the question, write the answers. If you focus on the questions, then definitely what will happen? You will be able to find the right answers. If you concentrate, you can identify keywords that would help you in answering the questions. So your focus has to be on keywords. Your focus has to be to find out the right answers for those questions, whatever that have been given in the comprehension passage section at the end of the passage. Speed reading. To improve your speed while reading, avoid moving your lips. Speed reading also helps in improving memory. Remember, there will be a passage and not one passage. There will be 3 or 4 passages and you have to attempt the questions on those passages. In that case, you need speed and therefore you have to practice speed reading. If your reading speed is good, then you will be able to attempt the questions very fast. Now answer from the reading comprehension passage and don't apply your own knowledge. See, you need not write in your own words. What is very much required there is you have to focus only that passage. You don't have to think about additional information. When you answer the questions, make sure you don't infer your own conclusions. You have to focus on that particular passage and whatever the information that is given there in the passage, you have to limit your understanding to that. Take information from the passage given and limit your understanding within the passage boundary. Don't cross that limit. Your knowledge is not very important there. What is given there in the comprehension passage, there you have to focus on. Don't fear. Finally, the comprehension passage can be one of the easiest things to score if you apply and focus. Once you practice well, you'll be able to score well, and this is a section where you'll be able to get full marks. And it is easier because the comprehension passage is just before you. Follow the above mentioned points and see the difference yourself. You'll become very confident if you go on practicing, follow the tips that are given to you. Definitely you'll be able to do well in the UPSC GAT English examination in comprehension passage section. Thank you. Goodbye.